Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, what it is, what it is. What's up with it? What's up with it? All right. Wonderful and beautiful, glorious day it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. Absolutely. It is soulful Sunday evening, November 5th, 2023, right? And this is the weekly trade watch list, all right, that I'm doing also on my YouTube live for my folks looking on IG. All right. So weekly trade watch list, right? So what I see right now, I can see how this highlighted version right here, this blue, is the Asian session, okay, on gold that I'm looking at. So what I can see right now on the 1 minute time frame on gold is that price swept liquidity right here. It's because it's attempting to diverge. Price, you can look at this and say um, price swept sell side liquidity right here. So I'm going to simply put a trend line arrow like this. All right. And then this is a 1 minute time frame. I'm trying to say 1 minute liquidity below. All right. 1 minute liquidity below like that. And so price swept that liquidity, may, and is heading to near the overbought section in the market. And so right here, what price did is what break this low and cause what an accumulation and then a reaccumulation, right? So here's the deal: if this is a supply zone right here on the 1 minute time frame, this is indeed a supply zone. Okay, you have to respect this as a supply zone. So you see how prices having that volume, that's the volume sell outside of there. It may want to sell from the supply zone, it may not. Me personally, I'm just looking at the RSI. The fact that price has not entered the oversold section yet, I mean the overbought section yet. Excuse me. Excuse me. So price is either going to respect this area, which means it'll sell from here, or it will disrespect it by simply what doing, simply doing what go up. But my thing is because I know price broke this low, created accumulation, and reaccumulation right here. This can be a smaller time frame distribution. I'm not saying it's going to be. What I'm saying it could be if it wants to sell from this supply zone right here. Oh goodness. Let me go back to. Let me see. What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. All right. So let's see. All right. Let me get back into the share screen because a bit of a bloopers, but hey, we're gonna keep it going. So here we go. Here we go. So what I'm looking at complete with RSI, I can see how the price is about to be in the overbought section of the market. We know that this is some type of supply zone that sold down here and did what created a lower low. So you're thinking, okay, cool. Maybe price wants to sell from the supply zone right here because this is the last the lower high in the market then did what led to a lower low. So what you'll do is you'll mark up structure like this. Now this is a low. This is a lower low. 1 minute structure point. This is a lower high right here that led to a what lower low. Now you're thinking in course of a sale, right? You're thinking, okay, cool. We're gonna lead to a what another we're getting prices ending up attempting to create a lower high to then what lead to a possible lower low. So what my thing is this: I have told myself, hey, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient and be disciplined. I'm going to be patient and be disciplined and allow the market to print a bearish divergence. So I do not see a bearish divergence on this 1 minute time frame. So therefore, I am not going to take this trade as far as it being a sell. But what I can also see is a Wyckoff accumulation schematic. Excuse me, that's potentially setting up. So what I can see is possibly this being a preliminary supply right here. So let me go ahead and mark it up. This being a possible preliminary supply. Just gotta wait for the market to react in certain areas. Preliminary supply. Push up. This being a selling climax. This being a automatic reaction. Secondary test. This being a upthrust action. All right. This being right here a sign of weakness or a secondary test. Secondary test as sign of weakness. All right. And now what I'm looking for is that secondary test as sign of weakness is supposed to, according to the schematic of a accumulation schematic, is supposed to respect the secondary test sign of weakness, supposed to be a lower time frame accumulation, and it's supposed to respect this upthrust action right here, sell off. But here's the deal. I don't know if price is going to respect this demand zone right here, or if it's going to break through. If it breaks through, then price will create a spring in the test, and then want to go bullish. But if that's not the case, the price will come down here and respect this demand zone right here, this 1 minute demand zone area, and then we will get a last point of support. That means it will be a accumulation schematic number 2. Okay, because an accumulation schematic without a spring is an accumulation schematic without a spring is a accumulation schematic number 2. So price is either going to do what? Sell from here, come back down here. Excuse me. Sell from here, come back down here, and break through this and create a spring in the test, or is going to reject from here, come back down here, respect this demand area, and then flop back up. Because I could absolutely see a accumulation brewing, and you can see from this time frame how an accumulation is brewing. You can see it. So also something I've been testing out and attempting to become consistent with is identifying liquidity areas. So with this being the Asian session high, and as of right now, this being the Asian session low, Asian session high and the Asian session low has medium liquidity. There are 3 different types of liquidities. There's minor, medium, and major liquidity. Minor liquidity being the minor liquidity being the middle of the Asian session, and the 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute structure highs and lows. That is minor liquidity. The larger the liquidity, the larger the move. The smaller the liquidity, the smaller the move. As far as once price takes liquidity, it's not going to, if it's minor liquidity, it takes that minor liquidity, it's not going to make that big of a move. It takes medium liquidity, it's going to make a greater move as far as pips wise. If it takes major liquidity, it's going to give you a great amount of pips. So medium liquidity being the Asian session high and low, major liquidity being 4-hour, daily, weekly, monthly, and annual, which is yearly, structure highs and lows. All right. So what I would like to do is go to the daily, take the previous daily candle, and you can mark out and say, hey, take the horizontal ray and say, hey, this is the previous daily high. This right here is the previous daily low. You can mark that out, and then once price either takes the daily high, previous daily high liquidity or previous daily low liquidity, um, you know that major liquidity was taken. Then, if the previous daily or a daily high liquidity was taken, then you'll be looking for a distribution schematic. If you see that a daily low liquidity has been taken, then you'll be looking for an accumulation, right? So, because now we got price trading inside this range because liquidity wasn't taken yet, not from the previous day, not from the previous day. So previous day session last week, bam, this high, this low, nothing has taken that day. Nothing has taken that day. Because if it does, I'm gonna set an alert. I'm gonna wait for it to go off. C is attempting to diverge now. Let's see. Looks like price is attempting to diverge on the second time frame. I don't have the second time frame, but I can see it. I can eyeball it and see it. That is attempting to diverge. I think I may go in here for a little miniature sale. I have to see what's up. Where's my phone right there? Got my tablet. I need to get the credentials for my demo account that I just created. Let me see. So this is what I see as of right now on gold. Yeah, this market is not the fact that the market is getting easier and easier to read. It's the fact that I'm getting better, and I want that for everybody who is serious about their craft, about trading. I would want that for you. Let's see. Let's go look at as I make it to the start section. And this vision account to my FX way, to my MetaTrader 4 platform. And by the way, in my on my YouTube live, there'll be links in the description where you can join a trading community chat channel that's ran by me. That's free. You want to learn how to trade forex? Simply click the link in that channel. Then there's a link to a signals chat as well. That's free to your use. It's going to be a link in description. There's going to be two different links in description on this video on my YouTube live. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel on IG, it's a couple of links in my bio. Click that link, and then you'll see where it says YouTube, and you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you'll see me on YouTube live. I do these weekly. As far as this one's the weekly trade checklist. I do these weekly, just providing a service to people, because I know so many people out there like, man, I want to learn how to trade. I don't know where to trade from. I don't know where to get the information from, whatever the case may be. Hey, I know COVID has either made you or broke you. The thing about it is, you should have a skill set that should pay you forever in a lifetime, and can't nobody take it away from you, because once you master what you understand in the market, it's embedded within inside of you. Can't nobody ever take it away from you, and then you don't have to talk to people. If it's you versus you. It's you are testing yourself. You are testing your patience. You are testing your self discipline. You're testing your consistency. Okay, that's what you're doing when you come to show up and trade every single day. Not necessarily every single day you're gonna execute on the trade, or your trade is gonna hit take profit. The thing about it is, you need to realize that hey, I have a system. This is my system, and over time, this system is gonna lead me to um, becoming a millionaire, becoming a billionaire, becoming free. Because that's what we all want: financial freedom. I don't even. I've never ran into anybody that said, or never heard anybody that said they don't want financial freedom. So I take I take trading seriously. I absolutely take it seriously, and I'm passionate about it. I'm absolutely passionate behind it. So I study this stuff every single day. I look at this stuff every single day. I don't care whether it's for 10, 15 minutes. I bring my books with me when I'm on a 24-hour shift. Um, so absolutely, I absolutely care about this craft. This is like basketball to me. Um, so I'm putting the equivalent amount of work in that I would have done for basketball. So that's why I say it's like hooping to me. So let's see what's up. Um, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and probably sell from this supply zone. Let me see. I'm gonna go. Let me see. Pull my stop loss would be. I would say above this high right here, 53 pips, and then I'll push this down here about like a 1 to 3. So let me go to my FX book. Make sure I'm using proper risk management. Type in gold, count size. Hey, I'll forever work with a demo account too because I'm always practicing. I'm always practicing. 53 pips. I have a live account, but I would always practice. I would always practice. I'm always gonna practice. So I will never not have a demo account, what I call a vision account, because I always put work in, always grinding, always getting better and better and better. So absolutely. Let me see. Because I don't see a divergence, I'm not gonna take this trade. It's not a 1 minute divergence is not printing. So that would be against my bias and against my trade plan. Absolutely. Had I would have taken that trade, I would simply had a lesson. We don't lose, we take lessons. Proper risk management will take you a long way in this game of trading. It doesn't matter if you trade stocks, indices, forex majors or minors, um, crypto, doesn't matter. Derivatives, futures, doesn't matter. Proper risk management will take you a long way. When you click a buy or sell transaction, you have a 75% chance of winning. And why do I say that? Because there are 4 results of how your trade should end if you are using proper risk management. Say you're only risking 1% of your total account size. All right. If the trade goes against your initial stop loss, you should not be dreadful over a trade taking 1% out of your total account. If it is, you shouldn't be. If you are, you shouldn't be trading. All right. Even if you risk 0.5%, you dreadful because price didn't go your way, um, and you dreadful missing 0.5% out of your account. You shouldn't be trading. All right, but you gotta think about it this way: either you win big, win small, break even. These are the three things that do not create a negative in your account. That's why I say it's a 75% chance of winning. There are four results of how your trade should end. Three of them are positive. One of them technically is negative, but it doesn't hurt your account. These four results do not hurt your account. Win big, win small, break even. Or you take that 1% lesson or 0.5% lesson of your account. Over time, you should be a profitable trader, whichever system you trade. All right. Let me go mark up Bitcoin. Let's see. Bitcoin, Coinbase. Let's see. Let's go to a higher time frame first. Let's break it on down. Let's break it on down. All right. Let's see. On Bitcoin, on Coinbase, we see we have a reaccumulation right here. Okay. I can see the reaccumulation. All right. So what we're going to simply do is go ahead and mark up this as a break of structure. This right here is going to be a break of structure. As a matter of fact, let's put that on the monthly. Let's go to the monthly and place that on the monthly. We see the reaccumulation right here that created the high. Simply, this is a break of structure, which means price is now in the high part of the cycle, which means overall you'll be looking for a Wyckoff distribution schematic. Okay, monthly break of structure above. This is a divergence right here. So you could sort of see the W, this being a, let me go to the weekly and look at it. So what I'm looking at is this possibly being a buying climax, this being an automatic reaction, this being a secondary test, this right here being a minor sign of weakness because it's a bullish divergence. As you see, price is landing lower right here, and this is landing upward on the RSI, right, which is also a accumulation. Okay, so because I know price just broke a structure right here to the and the market's in the high part of the cycle, because you always have an accumulation and reaccumulation that leads to a break of structure to create new highs. You have a distribution redistribution that creates a lower low to create new lows. Okay, so I see how price and swept liquidity right here went down lower. Redistribution is your accumulation right here. So this entire thing right here will be a reaccumulation, and then I believe this is going bullish. I would believe for this to go bullish and blow past this and create its upthrust, for price to create an upthrust. But let's see. But this is a divergence right here because you can see what accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution right here. So that's how this market prints: accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, redistribution. Then here's the accumulation right here. It's a reaccumulation. So my thing would be price going bullish, and because we have an imbalance right here on the monthly, right here we have this monthly imbalance. I would think price maybe at some point in time will want to come back down and mitigate that candle before it goes completely bullish. That's my bias on that, because this is an area that broke structure right here to the low, right? Weekly break of structure below, right? I have to zone this off. Let's see. I have to zone the supply zone off. Let's see. You can see how price hit what? Hit this demand zone, broke structure right here, came back down, popped up, right? So now we have this imbalance right here. So, like, but overall, when it's all said and done, Bitcoin is gonna fall. When it's all said and done, as of right now, for the meantime, between time, it is definitely gonna go bullish. My anticipation is to go bullish above this high and create an upthrust, according to Wyckoff schematic. So because we see this wick is unmitigated right here, we see this wick is unmitigated right here. We can see what this broke structure right here, right? It's a breaking structure, and at some point in time, the market likes to be balanced, not imbalanced. Excuse me. So it's just like a prayer circle. You can't have a prayer circle. You can't pray without the prayer circle being complete, like without somebody holding hands or a couple of people holding hands, which means the area of demand and supply is unmitigated. So same thing. So you can see how there's nothing touching this wick right here. There's nothing touching that wick. So we have the zone zoned off by that, from this wick to this wick down here. The entire weekly demand zone. And at some point in time, they'll come back and touch it. Is it going to respect it? I don't know. It depends on how the market's going to move. So, boom. Let's go to the daily. And now you can see how the accumulation and reaccumulation that led to the breaking structure. Market is in the high part of the cycle. So that means what? This is appearing to be a distribution, which means you're attempting to see a bearish divergence like this. A bearish divergence. Watch it slanting lower on the RSI. You see what I'm saying? Price does this on every time frame. So because this is an accumulation and reaccumulation that led to a breaking structure, this is a Wyckoff, attempting to be a Wyckoff distribution schematic, because price broke a major high, broke a weekly high, right? So now you're anticipating on that being a what? For the market to go down, okay? Once it's finished. So this is not a consolidation. This is actually market attempting to distribute. So let me see if I can identify my elements and everything like that. So let me go on 1 hour time frame to do it, because I can see it better. Let me take off this Asian session range. All right, cool. Let me see. I can see this possibly being a preliminary supply right here. This is 1 hour. Preliminary supply. With this being the preliminary supply, this being buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, sign of weakness, minor sign of weakness, and this being the upthrust. Price come back down here, and price come back. We got some unmitigation right here, so I see this going bullish. Let me see if that's an unmitigated candle on a lower time frame to see how high is it going to go. It could come in between here on the 15, like Bitcoin could come in between here, like this, on the supply zone, and create a last point of supply, or it may want to be a distribution number one and create a U-tab and a test. We don't know until price gets there. But we're gonna mark it as a 15-minute supply zone. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm looking at this as this being a preliminary. Green. Preliminary supply. This being a line climax. Automatic reaction. Oh, now that I thought about it, let me go back to gold. I labeled something wrong. This is supposed to be a preliminary support on that 1 minute time frame when I was marking out gold. This will be a preliminary support because you're looking for an accumulation. See how price continued to go up? Now you see why I said, hey, it may sell from here, it may not, but you can see why patience is a virtue. Patience. Hey, what up, JP? Shout out to you. But patience is a virtue because I know that since the price wasn't going to print a bearish divergence, to be patient because we would have simply taken a lesson on this trade, right? But now we're just gonna wait for what? We're gonna wait for the divergence to be printed, which is also known as a distribution schematic. This to what? Sell and go down. So, bam. Price did change character though. Price diverged right here, change character right here. So what I can do is I can remove this right here. I can remove all of this. That liquidity is still true though. I'm moving the abbreviations and everything. So, bring that back. Trying to move the structure point. All right. This is still a demand zone, unmitigated demand zone on the 1 minute because this low led to what? Price changing character right here in the middle. So you got to change the character, right? 1 minute change the character above. 1 minute change the character above right here. So as price diverged like this, there's still liquidity taken, right? That's still what that is. This slanted lower like this, and this slanted upward on the RSI, which means that is a bullish divergence. Okay, and midpoint right here, which is the last one supply zone, that change the character area, and now you have a what? Reaccumulation. You have this being liquidity, 1 minute liquidity below, right? Because now they got all these retail traders, all these buyers in the market to buy off this trend line, and now they're going to do what? End up printing a divergence, bearish divergence, and then boop, drop the market. I don't know how far it's going to drop. I don't know if it's going to respect this 1 minute demand zone. I have no idea, but I know price is in the overbought section now, and now you just wait on your divergence. So let me go back to Bitcoin and finish labeling Bitcoin. All right, cool. Automatic reaction, secondary test. And then this right here would be minor sign of weakness, which leads to what? An up thrust. All right. So now we need to be patient and see if price is going to respect the supply zone or not. You know what? And I'm going to place this on the 1 hour. Place this on the 1 hour. Right here, these wicks are unmitigated. Hold the tires on like this. We don't know if price is going to simply respect this area until it gets there and then wants to print a distribution or wants to pop up and create the distribution and you tag and test. All right, so this is a 1 hour supply zone. All right, but definitely when it's all said and done, this thing is going to fall. I just don't know how far, and it may fall all the way to the tip of this demand zone. We don't know, but it's definitely going to fall because it broke a weekly high, broke a weekly structure right here, and it's in the high part of the cycle. Right here, see, broke a week, tapped into the demand zone, accumulated, reaccumulated, and broke structure and created a high. So now it's creating a what? Bearish divergence. This is also known as a Wyckoff distributive schematic. That's how you do that. That's exactly how you do that. All right, you just simply wait on that, or if you want to scalp, you can scalp. But hey, it is what it is. Go. 1 minute. Obviously, you'll be looking for a 1 minute scalp. So you have to be patient and wait for that distribution schematic to print, or wait for that bearish divergence to print. So that is simply going to be all the time that I have. I'm not looking at Bitcoin. I'm not looking to trade Bitcoin. It's just something that I wanted to go over and look at. But as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to what I have to say. It is always greatly appreciated, and I will never ever take it for granted. Have a safe, blessed, and productive rest of your soulful Sunday evening. Know that I love you, and as I always like to say, God created us on purpose to fulfill a purpose, but more importantly, God has blessings with our name on it. Also, remember to be addicted to information, but never allergic to execution. Also, remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice because every individual human being is battling some type of battle, but many people are battling more battles than one simultaneously. So it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Also, there's two reasons people rock with you. Either you've been official or either you're beneficial. Just know the difference between the two. All right? Never stop teaching, never stop educating, never stop grinding, never stop learning, and most importantly, and certainly not least, never stop praying. All right? I'll be live once again, maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know what time. Nah, probably not tomorrow morning, but I'll see you on the next live. Um, whenever that is, on God willing, when God knows the answer. Uh, but I'm doing my best to be consistent, pushing these lives out, so giving out free value, giving out free education, whatever the case may be. Um, so I appreciate you all for rocking with me. Like I said, there's a free trading chat link, community chat in the description at the end of this video, in the description of the YouTube live video. There's also a free trading signals link chat in the description at the bottom of this video. I appreciate you all for rocking with me. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, may God bless. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful evening.